Good morning. Hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Oh my god. The brightness. Hang on, let me turn that down. Hold on. Let's turn that down a bit. Hello, good morning. I hope everyone is having a good day today. I am a little sick. Shawty got low, yeah. Low, low, shawty got low. She hit the floor. 30 seconds early, yeah. No, I just wanted to be live enough so that I could get the raid train. Because it looked like Ava was wrapping up. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, totally good. I can hear. It's okay. I can start playing $3 with the straps, and she turns around and grabs that boy. She hit the floor. She hit the floor. The next thing you know, shawty got la la la. Thank you, Leisha. I appreciated it this morning. Welcome on in, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. We are raising money again for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention as a part of the raid train here. Oh my goodness. Hi, Ava. I hope the speedruns went well. Welcome on in. Hello. How was stream? I hope it went oh so well. Welcome on in, raiders. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lee. For anyone that does not know me already, I go by a 20-something loser here online. I've helped to kind of organize and run this with all my friends. So it is it's been a fun time. So I hope everyone is been having a good time. Or if you're just joining us now, or if you've been here the entire time of joining us on the raid. We've been live for almost 24 hours. I think at the end of my shift, it'll be right before, or it will be, no, it will be 24 hours. At the end of my shift, it'll be 24 hours. So, but yeah, welcome on in, everybody. I do apologize for my voice. I am sick. I can't talk. Thankfully today. Yesterday it did not sound so good, but today it sounds a little bit better. And my nose is still pouring a little bit. It's like allergy related here. So it's just like everything is like super nasal pressure. And so I took medication to unclog my nose, which means that it just means that my nose is pouring. So, sorry, you all have to deal with that for a little bit here. We were going to do some speed runs today, but we are going to continue with actually my challenge farm that I've been working on because we were going to do some one-handed Stardew speed runs because it was a charity incentive. However, I do not have that capability or that energy. So, right now. So we are going to be doing some of my challenge farm. Breaking news, CA was at this STV concert yesterday, but was not wearing his signature jacket on stage. What? Thank you for the 100 bits, Lee Chat. I appreciate it. So, Stardew Valley 1.7. What in the world was that? Did y'all see that yesterday? I'm assuming every single Stardew Valley creator today and like over the past couple of days. Hold up. Pardon me. I just looked at this. Excuse me. Jess Valiant. Why did Jess Valiant on August 28th of this year 1.7? Oh yeah, 1.7. This is not correct. Hang on. Why did Jess Valiant on just get perfection on August 28th. We literally did a fucking perfection speedrun together. What the fudge? Goodness gracious out here. Goodness gracious. We literally did a full-on perfection speedrun together and just out here still just now hitting perfection, getting the achievement. So, yes, so 1.7 is happening. It's a where did we post it? Here it is. CA apparently announced it at one of the Stardew Valley concerts the other day. Hi Hexani, welcome on in. I hope I'm saying that correctly as well too, but thank you. I hope you feel better too. But yes, there's gonna be a 1.7 update. No release date, no estimate, but it's gonna be happening apparently. But let's be real, Haunted Chocolatier better come out fucking first. Pardon my language. But I would like Haunted Chocolatier to come out first. So, any achievements for my perfection farm with Matt? Oh, sad. We are $301 away from 4K total raised for Team Number One listed this year. Let's fucking go. I know I was talking earlier, Bruce. At least in our server, that the in 1 week as a team we raised like 3.3K, which is incredible. And now with Stardew, with organizing all the Stardew, we've raised 1,000 over the course of this weekend. So I'm super happy about that, gamers. Oh, also I got my merch on. This is the new merch for this year. It is a dress on me, unfortunately. Oh no. I might have spilled some. I hope I didn't spill coffee. The sweatshirt is a dress. It is a small. That was the smallest order size that I could order, and it was a small. And it is still a dress on me. So thankfully it'll fit Max when he's here. More than likely, it'll fit like Max like perfectly. So we're good. But yes, good dress. Yeah, it's a dress on me, so it'll fit Max. So there we go. Because the sleeves are long too, like extra long. So, alrighty. So for anyone that is not curious, this is the challenge that I've been working on for the last little bit of time. Pardon me. I will be muting when I need to cough as much as I can. But I have to apologize if there's any that escape my muting here. But this is the challenge that we've been working on. It is a 3-year perfection challenge run. We're in the middle of, I think we're at the beginning of summer, middle of summer, beginning of summer. Beginning of summer. There we go. And we're working on upgrading our pan. How dare the gods allow you to be sick during raid train weekend? I know. Yeah, I was going to do some speed running, but I do not have the energy for it today. I was also up all night for the for my late night gamers. I was up with conducting for the end of M's run, Terps run, and also Algo's run. And then I took an hour nap during Ava's run. But it was now we're back. I'm also what's it called? I was something else I was gonna say, and I can't remember. Sick brain. Um Oh, I didn't even show y'all the incentives. Hang on. Pause. There's special incentives for this stream as well too. And if anybody does donate, please let me know so I can refresh the tracker here as well too. Hold up. Let me pull up the incentives. These are the incentives just for this stream exclusively. My love. I will do add your name to our digital board, which is right here. My digital board that I've had here for a hot minute. My head is huge on this page. My bad. And then a $10 donation. I will do a 1-minute Pokemon drawing for you all of your Pokemon of choice. If I know it, great. If I don't, I'll probably look it up and then go from there. And then $25 if you donate, I will reset the day. So any progress that I made that day, I will have to restart. So that's where we're at with our incentives here today. Alrighty. Max legs waxing stream? I don't know about that. Sorry, I was catching up on chat. My bad. So a guy dressed as a Lorax on day 1 of the festival. Oh my god. My goodness. If only I won the lottery, I'd troll Max into agreeing and then donate that 30K like it's nothing. Yeah. Exactly. Enjoy that episode, Kristen. Hope you have a good one. Real and a manicure too. So true. So true. Alrighty. We need to upgrade our pan again today. So we just upgraded it to steel. So I need to upgrade it to gold. And then it's Jazz's birthday today, isn't it? I had to push us to Bruce. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. For 3.7K as a team, yes. Abso-freaking-lutely out here. Thank you. Let me pull up the calendar again, because I'm pretty sure it's Jazz's birthday. It is. Alrighty, that's for Jazz. Actually, I have key to the town, so I'm gonna go find her now. There we go. Here you go, Jazz. Okay, how many more gifts do we have to give her? Okay, we're at like 7 hearts now. That's better than we were at before, so I'll take it. There's nothing here, right? No. I believe this is our last thing we have to upgrade anyways. And then we need to work on, did I finish my, Monster Slayer stuff or no? I don't think I did. I think I just need the dinosaurs left, right? I'm gonna look. Oh, and slimes. 45 slimes and 5 pepperexes. Okay, we can do that. Hold up. Let me go and see what kind of luck day it is today. I think I did look already, but I can't remember what it was. And then Pam will be at the bus stop so we can actually go to the desert if we need to. Going down on me. Back up. It is a very good luck day. Okay, let's go. See if we can find our last. And then let's take some of these. And then do we have anything to trade? No. I must have opened all the artifact stuff already. Can't fail. Okay. Let's go to the desert. Okay. So mountain warp totem. Don't really need that. I do need the palm fossil. There's only like 2 or 3. 2 left now. I just need the palm fossil and this little sword here. And then we're done with the museum completely. Our goal is also to finish the slimes today, which we only have 45. Slimes left to kill, so nothing too crazy. I did, Slippy. Welcome on in. Good morning. I am very excited for the potential of more Stardew Valley updates, but I would like Haunted Chocolatier first. That's it. But the fact that we have something confirmed is really cool. And just get, I mean, he can never give up on this game. He would never. Which is really nice to know. He is concerned, so yep. Yeah, that is true. But alrighty, we're okay. We need 5 more dinos. I do want this floor because it does help me with my slime goal. Because I need 45 total killed left. But I'd prefer a dinosaur floor. Okay, how many more on this floor? I don't think that many. Wow. A sword. Alrighty, what do I got here? This. And let's go. Again, as a reminder, we are raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention today. I've been raising since the end of last week, but together as a part of the raid train, we started yesterday. And at the end of my shift here, it'll be a full 24 hours of all of us together. And so far, collectively, we've raised $1,132, which is absolutely incredible. Again, if you would like to donate, the incentives that I currently have running are for any donation will get your name on my like little digital board that I have here. My little digital like thank you board. And a $10 donation will get you a Pokemon drawing in MS Paint. I am not good at drawing. That is kind of the draw of the incentive. And at $25, I reset my day entirely in game here. And if you do donate, just let me know because I have to refresh the little bulletin, the little border at the top there. And for anyone that has not been in my stream before, again, I'm Lee. Hi. But we are currently working on a 3-year perfection challenge farm. And this is this is year 2 summer. No dinos, right? Before I move on here. Hi, Demelli. Happy last day of August. Happy last day of August. Very much so. I can't believe it's already the very end of August here. Seems wild to think about that. How'd the Lego build go? It went good, except it did not work. So I have to go back and fix it. But I did finish it on time. Which was very fun. Also, good morning, Rando. Hello. No dinos, right? We got the dino floor we wanted. Let's go. I'll be able to finish the Monster Slayer quest today. Don't die. If you would finish since you had to reset, glad you finished, yes. Yes, I would love a blueberry muffin. That sounds delicious right now. I might go, make pancakes after this. And shares with stream. Thank you. Woohoo! We did all of our Monster Slayer goals. Woohoo! Party! Which means we can go home now. Glad he was able to figure it out there. Yes, Stardew mug spotted. Absolutely. Uh-oh, Archie. Where are we at? Hang on, pause. I had to wait for it to load. Archie. Archie, thank you for the $112. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. That does mean that now I have to redo those. I have to redo those Monster Slayer goals. But we love it. Alrighty. Hang on here, Archie. As well, if you have a request for a Pokemon you would like me to draw, please let me know. Because that's also what we're doing. And that puts us... I don't have it open, Rev. I'm sorry. Hang on. Wait. Here, I'll open it. That also puts us only $6 away from that stretch goal out here. We hit the original goal that I had set, which was to see if we could hit $1,000. Which, like, $1,000 in over, like, in just 24 hours is incredible. So I am very, 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 very grateful out here. For any and all donations. And to the fact that I could say that we, like, were able to extend our initial goal, because our goal was hit for, like, 1K during Algo stream at 4 a.m. at 4 and 5 a.m. out here. And then I expanded it to 1.25. And now we're almost at the end of that goal here. The dinos do need to re-experience death out here, apparently. Um, what's the stretch goal? Our stretch goal is one. You can't see it because I have it. It's like blocked slightly. Might need a new stretch goal. Oh my goodness. Who did it? Hang on. Hang on, I'll load it. Dude, man. Oh my god, thank you for the $10 donation. Diana, thank you for the $6 donation. I truly appreciate it. We're there. We hit our stretch. We hit that stretch goal. I truly appreciate it. Oh no. Oh, okay. If you need me to change it, apologies. Nobody saw anything. Because we're still fundraising for the entire rest of this day. I've got 1,500. Because we are still fundraising for the entirety of the rest of the day. This is what I've got. Oops, I didn't mean to open that. So again, thank you all so much for donating so far. If anyone who has donated any amount of money here would like to... Archie, if you have a Pokemon that you would like me to draw, let me know. Dude, man, if you have a Pokemon that you would like me to draw as well, please let me know. I just had to reset my Stardew day, so I will be starting fresh for the day in just a moment here. Also, this is the wrong one. There we go. So thank you all so very much for your very, very, very kind donations out here. Love a Cyndaquil drawing? Okay, good thing I do know that one. Because that is in the line of Max's favorites. So it'd be really bad, like, you know, if I didn't know who Cyndaquil was. Okay, let's see. Paint. Paint 3D. Okay. That actually looks like a decent color. I'm going to put a minute on the timer here. Here we go. Oh, wait, shit. Does he have a tail? No, he's just... no. Okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to imagine him with a tail, and I was like, ooh, no. Alrighty, here we go. 1 minute on the clock for our Pokemon drawing. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is bad already. Oh, it's not so bad. Wait. He's just kind of like a blob. Where's the bluey greeny color? I gotta get the right fucking like tealish color. Like that? There we go. Okay, that's time up. Unfortunately. Hang on. Let me at least add an eye, okay? Oh, wait. I'm going to give myself an extra few seconds because I think I can do it slightly better. Hang on. Because I only want to add one thing. I gotta say, I don't know what this one is. Does he have a tail? I mean, oh, I forgot his arms. I didn't think he had arms. My bad. There we go. Oh, the bluish color kind of extends. Hold up. Hey, not bad. I didn't do so bad, did I? Pretty much perfect. Thank you, underscore. I appreciate it. He's cute. Thank you. Hang on, potato. I don't know what you said. Yeah, Cyndaquil, you're right. Yes. You got it. Garbodor or any dino shaped Pokemon of chat's choosing? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna save this real fast. Save as image. Cinda. Okay. Now I need to open a new. Save. Cinda. You have to donate for that. It's a $10 donation for my drawings. Garbodor is what you want? I can do that. I need to pull him up again. I do Garbodor. That's what I thought. I gotta forget. I can't forget his cigarette arms. His like cigarette hands that are ugly. Alrighty, ready? Here we go. Wait, I want to get the good color, a good color for him first. Is this good? I honestly, yeah, that's actually kind of decent. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, go. He kind of looks like this. And then he's got like a head. And then he's got the two palms. Little ear things. And then his arm is like funky. Okay. And he's got like 2 feet like this. And then I need like the greenish color. But it's got to be like uglier than that. Like that. Okay. I need more than a minute. Giving myself a few extra moments. Hang on. His teeth. And then he's got these like pink and blue splotches everywhere. And then I need to give him his cigarette fingers. He's got to be holding his cigarette fingers. There we go. Wait. Ta-da! There we go. Garbodor! Ta-da! And the board of names. Maybe not on the board of names, but I'm going to post them in the Discord. There we go. Alrighty, as a reminder, a $10 donation will get you that, or more. I also need to add Frazzled's name on here. Just Frazzled Duck. There we go. I got it. It's added onto our board. Alrighty. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Again, thank you all so much for your very, very, very generous donations. We were able to hit our stretch goal. We hit our original goal, then we hit our stretch goal, and now we have another stretch goal on top of that. Alrighty. Confirm that it's still a good luck day. Also, to the person that asked, they want an Omni Geode. I can't give them an Omni Geode because I need the Omni Geodes for artifact troves. Unfortunately. Alrighty, let's go gift gas now. It's 7:45 in the morning. Woo! Pedro, Pedro, Pedro. Boo, boo, boo. Just imagine you're in Europe. It's a nice sunny 3 p.m. I know. And that did scare me real good. Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of G-Money, is that the new merch hoodie? It is. Okay, wait here. While I wait for Pam to show up. It is. It is a dress on me. I showed it off earlier. This is a small. So just know that it comes fairly oversized. It's this one. With this design on the back. I also got my clearance sticker in the mail too. So very excited about that as well. It is very comfy. Big Joel. Sturgeon. My nostrils are taking turns at being clogged. Alrighty, let's try this again, shall we? I need 5 5 dinosaurs here. 45 slimes. 5 dinosaurs. I think y'all's just like me going into skull caverns over and over again. Ooh, there's a freebie. Ooh, freebie. Who remembers what floor the dinosaur floor was on? It was pretty deep. But I don't remember what floor it was. A lucky ring! Let's go. On Manning's performance yesterday? What Manning? I only know the ones that are retired. Arch Manning? Oh. I don't know who that is. I'm sure it's one of their kids or nephews. But I don't know. I'll be so real. I have no idea. How are we already an hour in? Oh my god. I hope we didn't go past it. Imagine how crazy that would be if we went past the dino floor on accident. For realsies? After the St. Louis Arch? It's too early to be joking. Oh yeah, I've done it. I've gone past the dino floor multiple times too. I just don't want to. Oh, it's a freebie. Are you kidding me? Got it. Okay. There we go. I don't even remember what floor it was on. Wicked Chris! Okay, I made it down to 1 point. I made it down to, not to 1 point. I made it down to floor 66 last time, so... There we go. 1.7 update confirmed. There will be farming in the next Stardew Valley update. Pog crazy. Thank you, the 100 bits, chat. See, I only made it down to floor 66 last time. So I hope I think I might have missed it. Good morning, Grace. Okay. We just got too lucky. I do want this, actually. Thank you. That I agree with Rando. I think that's silly. We found another one! Let's go! You can't see the floor? Oh, it's 84. But that wasn't even enough. It wasn't even enough dinosaurs. I know. I realize that. Here. I can do that for now. It was not enough dinosaurs on that floor. It was 84, but there was not enough dinosaurs. I think I need like one more, if I'm being honest. Drop shaft! Can we make it to 100 with no ladders? Purple cushions? Oh my god. I get it, yeah. Droppies! I want what's on this floor though. Let me like collect this first and then we'll go down. More droppies. Woohoo! 100! Oh yeah, I would like to be able to like make those or like buy them. Dino! Run, 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 run. We'll get the slimes out another time. Come on, Dino. We did it! Let's go! Kill the slimes now! Kill them all! Not enough. Not enough for our slimes, but I can do the slimes anytime. There was no... I'm just checking. There was no $25 donation to reset my day, so... We're in bed now. It's saved. Woohoo! I was too slow. Oh, I was waiting. I was waiting. Oh, alrighty, we made it. Turns out I was actually helping. It turns out you actually were helping there, Archie. We did get a lucky ring on the second attempt, but not on the first attempt, so I'll take it. Let's go to the island so that I can, one, combine these rings. Actually, I do need to go back to the desert here, too. Oh, my nose. And go from there. Alrighty. How are we doing on time? We're still doing all right. Okay, while I wait for Pam to show up. I'm gonna see how many slimes I need to kill now. For Monster Slayer. And then who's my next birthday? Gus, but I think we already have 10 hearts with Gus. We do. And then Maru. Which we need to give her a gift on the 10th. Okay. I don't know if we'll get to Maru. So we'll see. Only 2 slimes? You can't even see behind my head. Only 2 freaking slimes. Fucking rude. 2 slimes. Yup, pretty much right now. Here we come. Where are we? I know, they're apparently actually hiding. Screw it, I'll go down to the blue ones. 1, 2. 1 more for good luck. Alrighty, Pam. I need to go trade these, and then we need to go to the island. Although I don't even think I can open these today. I think Clint is at the community center. Let's see. Yeah, he's gone. To the island. Okay. Let's go to the dig site, see if we can find the palm fossil. Because we still need that. And now let's go to the volcano mines. I'm still missing one journal scrapped that I need that has the, what's it called? Yeah. Pretty much for the ostrich egg, and that's it. Then I think I need maybe 2 more dragon's teeth total. We have a little bit over 30 minutes left of my segment here. There's a button somewhere? Gosh darn it. Again, as a reminder, we are in about 35 minutes. We're going to be raiding into Glass's journal as a part of our raid train. Glasses is a very, very incredible content creator here on Twitch. I never get to raid Glasses because Glasses is always live in the morning. And I'm not normally live in the morning. like Monday during the week time. So huge. Um, but it'll mark at the end of mine, my stop here. Will mark 24 hours that we've been raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention with Team Never Win List. Which is absolutely incredible. And as a reminder, you can continue to donate here, whether it be in my stream or any other gamer streams throughout the day. If you would like to see the entire schedule here, you will find so many other really cool content creators as well too. All of us coming together for the same cause, for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention out here. Hi, Liv! Liv, I got my merchant. Look. Isn't it? It's so fun. It's big. This is a small sweatshirt, and it's really big on me. But he's very cute, and I'm very excited. I woke up here. Welcome on in. It is the Alpine Green. I had to. I did the sweatshirt in the Alpine Green, and then the t-shirt in the like the tealy color. It looks really good. That was terrifying. Oh yeah. We are doing super perfection right now, Mario. I was gonna do one-handed Stardew speedruns today, but I am pretty ill, if you can hear it in my voice. And therefore decided against it. Yes. Hopefully we'll be finished with our dragon's teeth then. Pretty ill, sick nasty, if you will. Yeah, real sick nasty. The true definition of sick nasty. I need to DM Mel. Okay. Okay. You're good, Leechai. Don't worry. Liv is here? Yeah, Liv is here. Liv just woke up. Liv woke up here. Rode the train last night around here. Oh, yes, Mel knitted some. Yes. Mel 100% did. She was telling us about it. And she was talking about it during her crochet stream yesterday. So I hope it finally arrived. Oh, at least we fell asleep on the farm. Oh yeah, we have plenty of dragon's teeth now. I know, we've expanded our goal twice, which is absolutely incredible. Yeah, we hit 1K at during Algo's stream at like 4 or 5 a.m. So, we've been cruising. No. 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 I need the sword. Yes. Thank you, Liv, for the merch. My last tool upgrade ever out here. Hi, Diamond. Welcome on in. I just need the palm fossil and the sword, and that's it. That's all I got left. Okay, what else do we want to do on this day? We finished our monsters. Whose birthday's next? Maru that I need. What do we want to do? Because the only thing I have left to ship is that, like, little... that stuff. I might plant another one. Because it hasn't been growing fast enough for me. How do we make tree fertilizer? Fiber and stone. Oh, that's easy. What else do we need? Is there any crops that I need? Life elixir, one of each of those mushrooms. Uh-oh. Do I have a chanterelle is the question. I might, but it might be inside somewhere. Ooh, I need this. Sorry. Let's go to the island now. I forgot this was ready. And that's how we'll finish off today. To the island. Okay. There we go. Time to turn these all into into seeds. That's what I just saw, Lee Chat. Was apparently that you're getting fired today, apparently. Yikes. Sorry. No, we would never fire you. Boo. tried being fancy with my planting to have it work for the basic sprinklers like you do, and it was not pretty. I tried my best. It doesn't look great, that's for sure. Oh no, I've not had that happen. Interesting. Huh. I've never had that happen before, Slippy. Oh, well, thank you, Cheyenne. No, they don't really have very unique items, that's for sure. Oh, did I not put that in there? Oh, gosh darn it. My eyes are starting to get itchy with my contacts in here. To get a fiery romance in 1.7, yeah. They get a second chance romance in 1.7. Because that was the whole thing, is that they were exes. Precisely, Cheyenne. We did with the last one. Now it like changes year to year. Same with the egg festival. But more, but more. Gamers, we are coming up on the 10-minute mark of the end of my section. So if you'd like to donate for Pokemon drawing, that is a $10 donation. Gotta be done now. There you are. Thank you, Lee Chat. But thank you to everyone who has already donated during this stream, during any of my previous streams from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, for any of the previous streams during the raid train here, and any future donators during the raid train. I know if you're like saving your donation for when you, like your favorite streamer comes on. I get it, but thank you so much. It means the world. I mean, raising this amount of money as a community in 24 hours here is absolutely incredible. So I truly appreciate it. Alrighty. How much money do we need to get to the obelisks here? That's a million. That's 500K. Almost there. We're like halfway to being able to afford one, which I'll take. I will take absolutely out here. Halfway. Which by the end of the year, we need to have all the obelisks. So that's pretty much all we're going to be working on is money. Which is why I have all the ancient fruit stuff that we're building. I'm going to have to build a shit ton more wine stuff. I'm just not there yet. We're really close though. So we're very, very close. So to maximize the mental focus, to maximize, oh god. Yeah, no, I don't know about maximize, but I slept about 4 hours. I would say like 5. I take it back. I would say like 5 out here. So, perfect. Usually only get 5 hours of sleep. That's pretty typical for me too. I can't lie. If I go to bed at midnight and wake up at like 6, so it's kind of just how it works out here. Kind of just how it works out here. Alrighty. Oh, wait, hang on. Did I miss a donation here? I don't know if this is for me or for somebody else. Cheyenne. Hello. Wait, we'll do this in the last few minutes here. Cheyenne, can you let me know what Pokemon would you like me to draw? And I will also put your name down on our poll here. It was for you? Okay, good. Good. Let me know what Pokemon you'd like me to draw here. I'm gonna give us a minute and then we'll draw a Pokemon. Whatever you would like me to draw here. Meowth? Okay. I think I got that one for the most part. Okay, here we go. 1 minute timer. Here's our color. 3, 2, 1, go. Cat. He's got that little head thing in the middle, and then 2 spikes coming up here. Okay. Head. Body. Paw. Paw. Big ass feet. Okay. Tail. Curls. Like that. Okay, and then their eyes. Wait, I have to fill it in first. Hold up. Ah! Undo. Try again. Nope. Timer went off again. Here's our meow. Hang on. Let me finish him. His ears are dark. Oh, God. And then the eyes are like this. They're like triangles almost. There's no nose. And then the eyes are like slits. Oh. And then the feet are like a little more brown. That's not bad. The keg train has arrived in the valley. What? No. There we go. Alrighty, gamers. We're gonna head on over to glasses now. Now that we finished our drawing here, I'll post all the drawings in the Discord. Thank you all so much for your very, 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 very kind donations out here. Don't forget to copy and paste that lovely raid message there. And again, thank you guys so much for your donations today. I truly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the raid train. I will be lurking and kind of resting here, as you all know that I'm sick. And have a wonderful rest of your evening, a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you're in the world, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Goodbye!
Oh my goodness gracious. Who's here? Who's here? The